All right, so good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody, and welcome to this presentation about EtherChain. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andreas Kartut. I am the creator of this smart contract, and we're going to go through exactly what it is, how it works, and we're also going to have a little bit of Q&A and an update on the end of this. The presentation itself takes about 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, please hold them off until we're ready with the presentation and the walkthrough, and then fire up in the chat. Now, let me share the screen here and we will move on to the presentation. All right, let me just get everything up. So we are looking at EtherChain, my friends. What is it and how does it work? First and foremost, it is the first 100% decentralized community fund. What is that? It's a support fund, an aid, a place where people can actually seek help. That is exactly what EtherChain is about. It's a financial system created with blockchain and smart contract technology. It is also the most transparent financial fund system in the entire world. Now, as an introduction of EtherChain, I want to talk a little bit about smart contracts first, because everything here is based upon the smart contract technology. And a smart contract is an intelligent protocol which is deployed on the Ethereum platform public chain. More easily explained, it's a self-executing contract that doesn't need a third party to execute. That means it runs on the blockchain, is already pre-programmed, and it does what it's told to do. Now, a smart contract can execute a transaction immediately, or it can act as a store of value and can distribute the funds according to the algorithm. This can be any way it is designed. It doesn't need to be exactly the way you all know it as of today. So it's very important to be open for that. We all know it has the characteristics of being non-corruptible, tamper-proof, fair, just, open, and transparent. Now, the EtherChain smart contract is designed to provide everyone with an independent financial foundation based on blockchain and smart contract technology. When depositing Ethereum into the fund, you activate the program and you will receive back from the fund 310% distributed accordingly to the contract algorithm. This basically means that anyone from the entire world can support this fund, this community, and they will receive support back. Now, EtherChain is 100% decentralized. It is fully community-based. That means that there are no guarantee nor additional profits made in the system. This is a peer-to-peer support model, which ensures fairness, transparency, and justice for all according to the algorithm of EtherChain. Now, there are no mediators or intermediaries. There are no owners, no company, no human intervention or interaction, which is effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners and partners' funds according to the rules of the smart contract. It is by far the most reasonable, safest, and best cutting-edge financial support model available at this time. Now, how does EtherChain work? You can enter EtherChain by depositing a minimum of 0.1 Ethereum to the fund. You're now eligible to receive 310% of your deposit back. For example, if you put 1 Ethereum in, you'll get 3.1 out. Now, the 310% is returned in 4 different ways. You have the option to participate in one or all of them. Now, there's one which is passive, which is everybody will receive, and there's 3 by marketing. When the 310% is accumulated through any of the 4 ways, a new deposit must be made equal or greater to continue receiving from the fund. You always need to have a 310 limit. Now, the 4 ways is as following. You will have a 1% daily return on your deposit. For a maximum of 310 days. It is 100% passive. Every single community member in EtherChain is receiving 1% on their deposit every single day. Now, you also have a 10% direct referral commission for sharing and growing the community fund. You have a matching commission on your partner's daily return. We're going to look at the slide for the details. And we also have a daily top referral pool, which goes by 5% of all deposits. Let's look at this in detail. The 1% is pretty straightforward. It is 1% of the deposit amount. It is paid daily to all users by the system algorithm up to the point to the maximum deposit limit is reached, i.e. 3.1 times or 310%. Now, suppose that your deposit amount is 5 Ethereum. You're now eligible to receive 15.5 back. Daily, you will receive 0.05 until 310 days or until the maximum limit is achieved by any of the other 3 ways, whichever is reached first. That basically means that every single earning that you're receiving from this community fund is going towards the 310 limit. Now, looking at the direct commission, it is awarded to a sponsor when the direct partner makes a deposit. It goes for the first deposit and any redeposits that might happen. This is 10% of the deposit amount. So let's say your partner deposits 10 Ethereum, you will receive 1 Ethereum as your direct commission. There are absolutely no limits to how many direct partners you can have, and all commissions, as said, apply towards the 3.1 times limit. Now, this is a uni-level, as we know. We can have unlimited partners on our direct line. If we sponsor somebody who deposits 3 Ethereum to the fund, we will receive 0.3 immediately. 0.6 to the fund, 0.06 to you. 1 to the fund, 0.1 to you, and so on. Now, moving on to the daily ROI commission. This is the hidden gem in the entire marketing plan. This is what creates sustainability. Now, the daily ROI matching commission is based upon the daily return of your partner's deposits. That means the 1% daily return that they receive, that is what this is based upon. And it is awarded every time when a partner receives their daily income. Now, the levels of matching is based upon how many direct partners that you personally have. It means that you have 1 direct, you will have 1 level. 2 directs, you will have 2 levels. 5 directs, you will have 5 levels. So 1 is added for each direct referral. Now, on your directs, you will have a 30% match. What does this mean? Well, make it simple. Let's say that your partner is depositing 10 Ethereum. That is a direct partner. He will or she will receive 0.1 Ethereum on a daily basis, and you will receive a 30% match on that 0.1. That is 0.03 to you every single day. Now, on all partners on level 2, 3, 4, and 5, you'll receive a 10% match. On all partners on level 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you'll receive an 8% match. And all partners on level 11 to 15, you'll receive a 5% match. Now, this is, as said, it's a hidden gem. It is a way where you can create yourself a substantial passive residual income on a daily basis on a smart contract. It does not go away. This is what we've been waiting for, my friends. Now, we also have a daily top sponsor pool. This is unique, my friends. The top 4 people that brings the most volume to Ethereum on a 24-hour basis will receive a reward. 5% of every single deposit going into the to EtherChain is put in the daily top sponsor pool. And 10% of this is awarded to the top 4 sponsors every single day. The remaining 90% is rolled over to the next day to continue growing this pool every single day, my friends. Now, the allocation of the 10% will be as following: 40, 30, 20, and 10 to the top 4, and it is active from day 1. That means that people are already winning this. Now, deposit functions. We have a minimum and a maximum cycle limit in order to create sustainability in the fund. Now, the first deposit, or the first cycle as we refer to it, is a minimum deposit of 0.1 Ethereum up to 10. Now, the second cycle needs to be equal or greater than the previous, meaning if you deposit 0.5 in the first deposit, 0.5 is the minimum limit for the second, up to 30 Ethereum. Now, the third cycle will be equal or greater to the previous cycle again, up to 90 Ethereum, and the fourth cycle and beyond, equal or greater than the previous, up to 200. So 200 will be the maximum, but there is no limit to how many times that you can cycle. The only limit will be how many times you give to the fund. Now, looking at the algorithm distribution of the funds, out of the 100% that goes into the contract, there is a 1% platform fee, 5% goes away to the daily pool, 10% is paid out instantly as direct referral commission, while 84% is reserved for the distribution of the daily return and the matching commission. Now, important notes before we move on: EtherChain is a fully community-based project. That means it is decentralized, it is peer-to-peer transactions through the smart contract. There is no third party, there is no owner, everything is community-based. Now, each deposit cycle is 310%. When the 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue earning or receiving from any of the 4 ways. Minimum entry is 0.1 Ethereum. It is open to all participants all over the world. There are no restrictions. And there are no referrals required in order to receive. That is the unique about EtherChain. The 1% pays out daily to every single member. There is now 1 community member in EtherChain that has not received anything. And it is all 100% passive. Now, you can increase the speed of your returns by growing the community fund through marketing and sharing of EtherChain. We have several members that have completed 1, 2, 3 cycles, 4 cycles in just the first 10 days because they're helping to grow the community. And that is what brings the sustainability to this. So, my friends, that is EtherChain. We are all about decentralized financial system. We are all about transparency, all about fairness, and all about being automated. Now with that, I want to thank you for being on this presentation. We're now going to drop off, shift gears, and we're going to have a little view on the website itself. So we're going to go back into, we're going to look at the questions later, guys. We're going to look at the website first. Let me see here. Let me share the screen again. And here we are. So I believe you guys can all see the screen right now. Now this is the website of EtherChain. This is the main connection into the contract, and this is where you have your own back office and your own everything. So when you want to, first and foremost, when you want to sign up with EtherChain, you need to have a referral link. It is not possible to deposit to the contract address or anything like this. We have made it by referral only because we want to keep the integrity of the team builders. This is very, very important. Everybody that does an effort towards growing this community will be rewarded for that. That is very, very important for us all. So connecting to EtherChain for the first time, you do need a referral link. If you're going by the PC browser, you need a MetaMask wallet. The MetaMask, as you can see, has access to this site. When you click in or when you join, or if you do not access or connect with MetaMask, it will not show you anything in the figures. It will just show you blank. So it's very important that we connect with the wallet. If you're using a phone, we can use Trust Wallet, mToken, or Coinbase. We are looking at adding a few other options as well. Now, as it says, you know, EtherChain is a fully decentralized community fund. It is a financial system based on blockchain and smart contract technology, and it is transparent to all. If anybody wonders what this timer is doing and this Ethereum amount, this is the daily pool. Now, in 11 hours and 48 minutes, the daily pool will play out. Right now, there's 60 Ethereum a minute. That means 6 Ethereum or 6.047 Ethereum will be shared among the top 4. We can actually view the top 4 by going on this section. So we can actually see the Ethereum address of the number 1, number 2, 3, and 4. We can see the percentage that's data received. We can see the total amount accumulated during this 24-hour period, 40 Ethereum, 33, 10, and 10, and also the amount that they will receive, the 40%, the 30, the 20, and the 10. So guys, this is a huge incentive for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're brand new or old or been in the game for a million years, anybody can win this. It's all based upon what you do in 24 hours. If you bring in the most volume, you pick home the first prize. So that is the top 4 sponsor pool. Everybody can view that on the top of the page. We also have a guide and a wallet tutorial. This will be updated in the next coming days, guys. We will update on both the guide and the wallet tutorials. So have a little patience on that. For right now, we are using them, and we're also having a tremendous, tremendous support in the community group. Now, moving down, we have the join button. We also have numerous buttons with Ethereum. Now, when you want to join for the first time, you select your amount by clicking on the buttons. You can click several times on them to get the amount that you want to have, so to say. If you get too much, you click on the reset, it goes down to 0, and you start over. When you're done, you click on the join, the MetaMask wallet will pop up, and then you can confirm that transaction. And then you will start to see a little bit more details down here. Now, the first one we're looking at here is the contract info. We have the smart contract address. If you want to click on this one, you can actually go to, you will take you to EtherScan, and you can check the contract yourself and all transactions. As we can see, we've got 3,550 Ethereum a minute, which equal to 800, and oh, we might not see that. Hold on. Yeah, well, we got 3,550, which equals to 847,000. Anybody can actually click on that link, and it will take you to EtherScan right away. If you saw it, that will also be good. Now, we can see the smart contract balance, as you saw, 3,550. This is in real time. It will always update. We also have the amount withdrawn by members, which is 615 Ethereum. That is a massive amount, guys, in just 10 days. Congratulations to all, I got to say that. And also the maximum volume of Ethereum from the top referrer. As you saw on the daily top 4, we saw the main guy had 40, and we also can see that number here so that everybody can actually see what to go for, what to aim for. And then you also have will register refer. We will change this to referred by, because it shows you your sponsor's wallet address in order for you to actually confirm that you are registered. If you don't have anything showing here when you're trying to register, after registration, I mean, you're not yet registered. You're not yet active. Your deposit has not gone through. Also, when your deposit goes through, you will see that your timer is start. Under personal statistics, we have an individual timer for every single member. when you make your deposit, that starts from 24 hours. When that goes to 0, you will receive your first 1%. Now, depending on how much you deposit, you will see your 310 income limit and how much remaining. As you can see, I just deposited 10 Ethereum, so I have a 31 Ethereum income limit remaining. Daily income 1%. After this timer goes down to 20 to 0, you will see 1% here. 1% of 10 Ethereum is 0.1. You have the direct referral income. You have the matching bonus. As you can see, matching bonus is the hidden gem in this. This is what every single marketer wants and what every single community builder will want in order to sustain this. It's the key, my friends. And then we also have the top sponsor rewards. Now, all of these, the 1%, the direct referral, the matching, the top sponsor, all will accumulate up to a total number under the unwithdrawn income. Now, we're going to look at and go through the withdrawal method, because as you might have seen, if you have refreshed your back office and logged in, you can now start to see a matching bonus and a second withdraw option. Now, this withdrawal button will withdraw your top sponsor reward, your direct referral income, and your daily 1%. To withdraw the matching, you just click on the withdraw of what is showing you here. Now, you can see in mine, it shows 0 to 300, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, all the way up to 4,800. That is because that is the amount of members that I have in my organization. It will always reflect your personal organization. So if you have less than 300 members, I can, what I'm believing is that you will only see deposits 0 to 300 and then the matching bonus right here. Once you receive have more than 300 members in your organization, the second 300 to 600 will pop up. This is automatically configured into the system. So when the community goes above 4,800, a new section will open up 4,800 to 5,100. So this automatically will build as your team is building as well. And you can withdraw from 300 members at a time. So you can see all the withdrawal sections here. Now, moving further down, we can see the total statistics. You have a total amount of received Ethereum, and there's a total amount. It says right now that invested, but that word will be changed to deposited Ethereum, because this is no investment. This is not an investment, which is very important to understand. So we will change the wording and have deposited instead. And you also have the invitation link. You have your personally invited partners, and you also have the total number of partners at the bottom. Now, this is actually the entire community. As you can see, it will reflect your personal organization. We are going to add a new section under the smart contract information, showing the entire community as well. So that will come very soon. But this is how the site works. It's very, very simple, very straightforward. Everything you need to know is on the site under the guide and the wallet tutorial. This will be updated in the coming days, as said. Other than that, I believe that we are actually done by going through the website. We will drop off and we will see if we got any questions. I believe there is. I've been seeing this chat box is going live here. Let me see here. Guys, any questions? Type them in. I will go back up and start reading down. And so apologies for if there is any. Let me see here. There we go. Awesome. I see a lot of positivity here in the group. I think this is amazing. One thing I want to mention, guys, that, I am so impressed about this community already, because the way that you guys have embraced the vision and embraced the culture that we want to create, about being supporting, helpful, always positive, is just amazing to see how many people are actually stepping up and helping out to bring this community to the next level. It is beyond all expectations that we had. And I got to say, it's kudos to every single one of you who are stepping up and doing this. This is what creates the sustainability, guys. This is what will create a support fund that we can live off and thrive off for years and decades to come. Let me see here. Oh, good. I was from the Jacido family from the Philippines. What is your vision about EtherChain for the next 2 years? And that is exactly what I just explained, or what I just mentioned. Creating that global support fund, a global aid fund, where every single person in the entire world can come and seek help, where they can come and receive. They also have to contribute, of course. That is what it's all based upon. You give and you will receive. Give and you will receive 310%. If you contribute to growing the fund, you'll receive even more. We can create our own financial system that is not attached to any government or any local or main authority. This is what blockchain in cryptocurrency was meant for. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'm getting a lot of excitement here, because I am just so thrilled to see. First and foremost, I'm just thrilled to see everything and every figure and everything and how this is developing and that everybody is receiving. I said there's not one single member that has not received anything in our community. And that also creates that positive, that energy from everybody. There's not a single community member that has not received. All right, let's see here. What else we got for questions? When you cycle, do you keep all your introductions? So do you keep your structure? Yes, you do. So when you cycle, when you receive your 310 limit, you will need to redeposit. If you don't redeposit, all earnings stop. You have already received what you were entitled to receive. If you want to receive more, you need to contribute more as well. Once you make a new deposit, everything is activated. Your structure remains. If they're receiving their 1%, your matching remains. Everything continues. Let me see here. All right, let me see here. Okay, after reaching the 310 limit, is it necessary to withdraw balance or can we top up before we withdraw? Yes, that's a good question. So we need to make a withdrawal before we can top up. Because even if you have received your income limit and you have that in the unwithdrawn balance, you still have unwithdrawn limit. So when you withdraw, that is when the income limit decreases. So you need to nullify that. And when that is 0, you can make a new deposit and continue. Okay, so this is a very basic question that we're receiving on a daily basis. So where does the 1% everyday daily return come from? And as explained, this is a community-based project. It is a support fund where I give into the fund to support others and others give to the fund to support me and others again. So every single thing that we're receiving from this fund is coming from the community members. We're building a financial support system where everybody will receive. It is, of course, based on that this fund is growing and maintained. And that is why we're having such a lucrative marketing, but a justified marketing plan. The more you bring to this fund, the more you will receive. There's no obligation, there's no must, there's no need. You can come in and enjoy the 1% a day because there are plenty of people that are building this community already. In 10 days, we're 5,000 members, 3,500 Ethereum in the pool, and we have only just begun. When can we do the withdrawals? Very, very shortly, my friend. We are just finalizing everything with this, with the new system. I do actually believe that we can already make a withdrawal, but since I'm on this call right now, I can't really confirm it with devs. I will do it right after, and then I'll post it in the group, okay? But I do believe that it's already ready, but just please wait for the confirmation. Let me see. All right, there was one who was trying to make a withdrawal. Let's see if it works, because mine doesn't. It's failing. What I would suggest, because I just tried to make, well, I have already made a withdrawal, so I do know it's working. I just want to confirm that is universal for everybody with devs. But withdrawals are working. I was trying to make a withdrawal in my Trust wallet. It came back as failed, as an error. I went over to my MetaMask and I made the withdrawal there, and it went off in a couple of seconds. So if you're getting an error, it is not the contract. It is your wallet. It is the gas fee, or it is the time limit, or whatever it now has. Because if it's working for one, it's working for everybody. Absolutely. This is a contract. That's what we need to understand. It is not an artificial system controlled by someone. There's no human errors in this program. The only errors that comes is from the humans itself that are using it. So this is the beauty with a smart contract as well. This is why we want it, because we want a perfect system. But we also then need to realize that maybe we need to view it in a different way. Maybe we need to try to look for different information, because we have had people that have stated that I'm not receiving my withdrawal. I cannot see anything. And then when I'm actually looking on EtherScan, everything is there. They're already received it. They just actually don't know where to look. They don't know that it is an internal a contract transaction is an internal transactions on the blockchain. It is not an external from one wallet to a secondary wallet. It is from the contract inside the blockchain to a wallet. So if you want to view the transaction history from EtherChain or from any other contract, you have to go to EtherScan and you got to check under internal transactions. All right, let's see, let's move on. All right, this is a frequent question as well. When will the contract be verified? Because now everything is fine. Yes, it is. We have seen that it is fine for about 45 minutes, about an hour and a half. I would like to confirm 24 to 48 hours that everything is still fine, guys. I hope you guys understand that. I don't want to rush this, because if we were rushing it the last time, we would have been stuck in the old contract with that error. If we rush it now and something pops up in 24 hours, we won't be able to change it. Please allow me the time so that I am 100% confident what we have created is 100% working. I am 99.99999% sure, but there is always that little what if. And I hope you guys can understand that it is that little what if, even though I am 100% sure. There is always that little what if until I have confirmed it and seen it working, not just play out once, but at least a couple of times. So have a little bit of patience. We will have this contract verified within a couple of days. I just want to see that everything is good. So please understand me on that. Let me see here. When will all work complete? It will probably complete. Well, all work with the contract is already completed. There's no more work with the contract. Right now, there's just configurations on the site. The site itself, guys, is important to understand. The site is just a connection to the contract that allows us to perform actions and trigger things, allows us to have a visual of everything. We don't really need it. The contract still plays out, but since we have since we developed it in the way that we need, of course, you need a ref link in order to keep the integrity of the team and all that, we need the website. Now, this is also why we're going to put the website on a decentralized IP, I believe it is IPFS node server, so that we will never have a downtime. There will be nobody who can actually shut the website down. There won't be a DDoS attack that can limit the site functions or make it go slower or anything like that like we had earlier today. So there will be continuous work done on this program to continuously improve it. But the contract, that's already 100% perfect. Let's just run for 24 to 48 hours to make sure that it's still perfect, and then we're going to verify it, and then there's full throttle. All right, so Colin, the matching bonus that we just received, is that for 1 day? Now, in all honesty, I do not think so. I actually do believe it is for 2 days or maybe even 3 days, because the contract was even running, but it has to be for 2 days, for yesterday and today, since we reset it and when we started up back today. What I do recommend, if you want to see how what your daily earnings are in the matching, is that you once I announce that, go ahead, make your withdrawals, nullify everything, and then see what you're receiving on a 24-hour basis. That would be the easiest way to answer the question or to figure out how much you're receiving. Let's see. All right, when does the genealogy appear? We are working on that, guys. As you might understand, that it is not the top priority right now. Our top priority was, of course, connecting with the matching, making sure that the new sync code, as you saw in the back office and all that, everything is working, everything is on the site, so that everybody can actually make their withdrawals, make the deposit, and everything is working. And then we'll go into the view of the genealogy, connecting this, making sure that everybody has an individual genealogy view. As said, guys, we will have a continuous work on EtherChain as a community and have suggestions, take the ideas, listen to the community, what you guys would like to have. But there are also limitations, of course. But we are, as said, continuously going to work with this. All right, for the first generations, if we have 5 directs, does that mean each of the 5 people we get a 30% matching bonus? Yes. That is exactly what it means. This is a unilevel. So it's you and you got your front lines. If you got 5 people here, all with, let's say, all with 10 Ethereum, then you're receiving a 30% match on every single person, all of them. Now, if they bring in someone, you get a 10% override on every single person they bring in. If they bring in someone, a 10%, then 10% on every single, and then 8%, and then 5%. But it's on all partners in your organization. Let's see. All right, so question, could we have a step-by-step video showing exactly how to end your current contract and deposit back into the same contract? Absolutely. You know, it is not that difficult. Let me just share the screen quickly. So when you, as see here, you can see the income limit is 31. Now, if you in 26 there total, so I can't really withdraw and make it do that now. But when you withdraw, when this goes down to 0, it's just that you're making a withdrawal as usual. You're taking out the remaining funds that you can, and it says 0. Now, at that time, you need to make a new deposit, and the balance that you had in income withdrawn to wallet, it says 0, but it said 31 before I deposited. So every time you make a new deposit, it all resets. It keeps, if there is any income that you have not withdrawn, it stays, of course. It doesn't reset. It only resets the empty or the withdrawn figures. Now, the reason why it resets is because you can keep track of your current cycle. If you want to keep track of how much you have deposited in total or how much you received in total, you can see that under the statistics, or total statistics, as we will rename it to. So, but we will definitely make a step-by-step guide. We will have a lot of guides coming up in the coming days, guys. The reason why these guides have not been out yet is because we have been working a lot with the contract. You know, the focus has been on that, making sure that everything is correct. And now that we're finally there, you know, we can start producing these video materials and tutorial guides and make sure that everything and everyone has what they need. So that will come very, very soon. Let's see. In these days, Ethereum transactions rocket high in gas fee. Wait until night, for example. That would be, yeah, that is a good, yeah. So it's actually a suggestion on how to help decrease or lower your gas fee. So during specific times of the day, there's a lot more traffic on the blockchain, right? Because there's certain areas of the world are more active during that time. So try to find out a time of the day where there are a lot less transactions, because I've seen it myself. You know, sometimes the gas fee is 18 give, and sometimes it's 48. That's a huge difference. That's the difference between $4 and $40, or even $4 and $80. So if your gas fee is high at the time that you try to withdraw, just relax, just wait a couple of hours. It's not like you're going to lose it if you're not withdrawing it. It's coded to you. It's all there. You know, it doesn't go anywhere. So if it's too high for your own, if it's too good for you, or if it's too high for you to withdraw, just wait. Let it decrease. And we are also, as said, we have implemented the option of being able to use the gas token called Chi. We will make an announcement, an official announcement, once this is active. I'm just actually waiting for the devs to get back to me, and we will go through exactly how this works. We will have a step-by-step tutorial on how to actually acquire it, what to do with it, and how we will work once using. It's actually very simple. The only thing you need to do is have the Chi token in your wallet, and when you're connecting with EtherChain, the system will automatically deduct the gas fee in the Chi token and making it around anything from 25 to 40 to 50 to 60% less in transaction fee. So this is coming. This is something that we added because the gas fee was huge. It was tremendous high, and we want to try to help as much as possible. So we added this into the contract. Now, as I said, we will make a very, very detailed description of this and an official announcement once it is active and once so people can actually start using it. Let me see. The recording of this call will be on YouTube, guys. If you're not following it yet, once we drop it in the YouTube channel, follow my channel, because all videos and all recordings I do for EtherChain will go up on my channel. Okay. We will also make an EtherChain official YouTube channel where we actually loading up all videos as well. Let me see here what else we have. Okay, so there's probably a lot of people who haven't followed all the updates. It's very, very important that we plug in, right? That we actually follow the news channel, that we are in the Telegram channel, because there's a lot of communication going on, guys. I'm not the silent admin, or I'm not the silent creator who's just putting something on the market and letting you guys, hoping for it to be something. I'm here following every single step. I'm here building this, because that's why I created this, because it was something that I wanted to work with. It was a vision of mine. And well, how should I say this? Hold on, I read a question here about the contract visa. So there's a lot of people that are new, and it's important that we plug in so that we can follow this, because the question that I'm seeing is that I don't see this 0.06 that was there before. It now says 0.24. Has the contract reset? So we have recently, yesterday, completed a transition from the old contract into a new contract. When we announced that we needed to do this, we also announced that the matching bonus that you have received, if you still have it, if you haven't withdrawn it, it will be reset, and you will need to re-earn it. You will receive it again. So it's not lost. It's just that you lost a few days that you didn't withdraw. It didn't affect your total income. It will not affect your total income. So you will receive it again as we're going by and the days are accumulating again. So yes, the 0.06 will come back. It's just that it's not coming back this way. It's coming back gradually as you're receiving the daily matching. All right, let's see here. Will we get a 10% referral from downline whenever they reinvest when they got the 310? So yes, the direct referral is repetitive. It means for every single time that your direct partner is completing their cycle and they make a new deposit, you receive a new 10%. So it is on every single deposit going on. Let me see, what else do we have here? All right, I do believe we have gone through most of the questions here. If there is anything that we have not covered, guys, get back to me in the chat box. I'm just going to go through the last 4 questions here and see what it is. Any other questions, please type them in the Telegram group. We are going to drop off. I need to actually get back to the developers, continue my work. And then I will announce for everybody, of course, when we can actually start making the withdrawals. I'm just actually going to confirm with them. I do believe within 5 minutes that you will get that message. Let me see here. Tell us what part future smart contract. Tell us with. Hold on, sorry guys. I'm just trying to read here. It's popping in. Tell us with part future smart contract cover full matrix or small part of full system. Jan, I'm really not getting your question. There's something about a full matrix or small part or full system. This is not a matrix. We are not working in a matrix. A matrix never works, to say it like that. But this is a uni-level platform. I really don't understand the question. Get back to us in the group and we will help you out there. Let's see, this last one. All right, so again, we have one of those where you don't really know where to look. I just tried to withdraw. Trust Wallet, I tried to cash out 0.11 Ethereum. My balance in Trust Wallet was deducted for the fee, but my withdrawal history is error. It is not. It's not successful. Please tell me what happened. Now, as I just explained earlier, when I made a withdrawal on MetaMask myself, I also got the withdrawal error. I got something about transaction failed, time, something consumed. And when I go back in my MetaMask wallet here on the computer, it goes in a couple of seconds. So this is not the contract. This is your wallet, your provider, the gas fee, the how limited time they have to perform the transaction after you click it. There is no errors in the contract. And hi, Andres. This is Luis from the Dominican Republic. I think it's better that we wait, no matter how many days it is necessary, to make sure that everything is okay and then make it verified. And that is exactly where I'm coming from as well. You know, it's better to wait 1 or 2 more days to make sure and that you can verify with 100% confidence, rather than trying to rush it, because people, other members, other people want it to be verified before they join. Well, they are more than welcome to just wait those couple of days. We're not in a rush to build 10,000 people in 1 day or 2 days. We're in a building mode to build something that is sustainable, that is lasting for a long time, that will pay each and every single member in this community for years to come. How many people of you, no matter how many people of you have been in a global line that brought in 10,000 people in 2 or 3 days, where only 3,000 of them got paid while you have 6,000 people in loss? And everybody's asking, when is it my turn? And it's just like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 people that needs to get paid before them, and what, no matter how much work they do and how much people they're bringing in, they're not getting paid. That is not happening here. That cannot happen here. So guys, we want to make sure that everything is verified, we want to make sure that everything is working 100%. And then we will verify. Those who have the slightest doubt about an unverified contract or the integrity of the leadership of this contract are more than welcome to wait. More than welcome to wait. It is just a matter of a few days. They are more than welcome to come in once we have it verified, because it does not matter what time you join in. You can join the first day, after 3 months, or after 3 years, and you still have the same possibility to make your organization and create your residual income. It's based upon what you do, not on what others do. Well, of course, in general, your organization, of course. But this fund pays to everyone, and it pays additionally to those who give an effort to help this fund grow. That is what makes it sustainable. All right, guys, let me see here. All right, I just see duplicates and stuff like that. Guys, if there were any questions that were not answered, please get back to us in the Telegram group. The best and the easiest way to find it, if you're not in it, guys, is just to go to the website and scroll down and click on the Telegram button. It will take you immediately to the Telegram group, and you are now a part of the community. Ask your questions. We are all having a very, very good time. It is a very positive group, very, very, full of energy, and we would love to have each and every one of you there as well. With that, guys, I want to thank you all for staying on. It's been 45 minutes. I hope we got a lot of information out. I hope everybody is excited. I know I am. I am, over the moon. It is a brand new week. We have the brand new contract. Everything is working to perfection. Let's just continue to build this, continue to make a change. Let's make an impact on people's lives. All right, guys, thank you so much. Let's see you in the Telegram group, and I'll see you tonight if you're there on the Zoom again. All right, guys, bye-bye.